Hey, what is up everyone? This is PvT-Mitten's and I'm going to be doing my continuation of E3. This will be the last video hopefully, and this is Nintendo, Sony and Microsoft. So without further ado, let us begin. We'll start with Nintendo first. We'll get the games out of the way first. So they announced a mech game which was called Demon Machina, sorry. It looks quite good, actually, to be honest. I'm not going to buy a Switch, mind you, but, you know, whatever. They announced DLC to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I have not got, because I've got a Switch. I've only got the first two. Then they announced the Pokeball Go for the Switch. Yeah, less said about that the better. Then they announced Mario Party, which was quite, we knew it was coming eventually, but yeah, Mario Party's Mario Party. You play one of them, you've played every one in the series. Then they announced a new Fire Emblem game. Yes, a fucking another one. That's like, what, the fourth in the last 2 years or some shit. Then they announced Fortnite, which we knew inevitable was coming. All well and good, I suppose. Then they announced this, like, sushi game. I forgot the name of it. Where it's... I don't know, it looks ridiculous. It's something I wouldn't play, to be completely honest with you. Then they announced Hollow Knight coming to the Switch. It's on PC, Xbox, and PS4 already. But they're getting it, so that's all well and good. That RPG on the Square Enix one I was talking about, Octopath, was shown, but I'm not going to go on about it because I've already mentioned it, of course. Then they showed the likes of Wasteland 2 getting ported to the Switch, Paladins, the likes of... what's the game's name? Sorry, I'm looking this up here as well. They ported a lot of... FIFA, that's it. They announced Crash port, which that's cool for them to have. They announced the Captain Toad's adventure game. I forgot the name of it. That's on the Wii U. That's pretty cool. I mean, once again, thieve all the games off the Wii U. They announced the new Super Smash Brothers, which looks really, really good. It's the best game they had on their show. A new character for the series, which they actually said every character from the previous games are going to be in this one. And the new character is Ridley from Metroid. That's a really cool choice, and I think everyone's looking forward to playing that. It got a lot of time on the show, which is understandable, of course, because it's the big reveal for the system. More content for the Splatoon 2. A GameCube controller for the Wii, for the Switch. Sorry, for this game, of course. And I believe that was everything they showed. And there was Mario Tennis was announced just before their thing, but it wasn't at their show. Overall, Nintendo had a horrendous E3. Aside from a few games, as I said, Smash Brothers being the highlight, theirs was terrible. Where was Bayonetta 3? Where was a proper trailer to Prime 4? F-Zero. Instead of another Fire Emblem, what about Advance Wars? Give that a chance for a change. But overall, Nintendo's was utterly terrible. I may be missing a few games here. I'm not too sure. Let me know if I've missed something. I probably have, but I'm just catching up because obviously it's been a few days. But overall, Nintendo's... That's another thing. Where was the Pokemon game that they announced for the Switch? I mean, we also saw the Pikachu game, which we already knew was announced before that. But yeah, no Pokemon. for the Switch. None of that. But anyway, that's Nintendo overall. I think their E3 was a 3 out of 10. I think it was the worst out of the 3 big ones, you know, Microsoft, Sony, and all that, and wasn't impressed at all. Moving on to, we'll do Sony next. Moving on to Sony. So here we go, Sony. For starters, I hated the conference itself. It was like cringy as shit, but what they showed was good. They started the show with a massive bang. Not the guy with the banjo. I'm talking about the Last of Us 2. Just came straight out swinging in the first game they showed. Last of Us 2 looks amazing. We're all going to buy it day one, of course. Not much to say on it. We knew it was coming. Yeah. And also people are getting annoyed with the whole lesbian thing, but we already knew the character was a lesbian, so I don't know why people are getting annoyed with that. Looks amazing. But yeah. Last of Us 2, straight out of the gate with a bang. So, just trying to skip in here. That's right. Black Ops 4 was shown on Sony's. I got that mixed up there. Was shown at Sony's conference. To be completely honest with you, as stated before, I don't give two shits about Black Ops 4, so I'm not going to talk about it. They showed a few VR games, which I'm not going to mention because it's VR. Sorry, that's just me, guys. So many adverts. So next we had this dude playing a Japanese instrument, which he was really good. Once again, no point. And we got Sucker Punch's game, Ghost of... I forgot the full fucking name of that, actually. Just skipping in here. I'm only up, guys, so I'm trying to do this. That's it. Ghost of Tsushima. Holy shit, did it look amazing. It was a stunner. Plain and simple. It's Sucker Punch. Day one for me. I love Sucker Punch as a developer, and I love all these Sony ponies that are coming out of the woodworks going, oh, it looks amazing, I'm so gonna buy this, it's so Sucker Punch, they're amazing. But they didn't buy Infamous Second Son when it came out, hence the low sales for it. But Ghost of Tsushima, sorry. Holy shit, did it. Oh god, it was so good. Best exclusive shown at all of E3 by far. Definitely the highlight for Sony. Just skipping in here. Next Capcom just wrecked completely. Resident Evil 2 remake was shown, and it's going to be using Resident Evil 7's engine with the gameplay of Resident Evil 4. And no joke, my jaw dropped. Capcom, how can you make me want a game I've played before again so much? Like Capcom won E3, and I'll get to that soon. And this was an absolute stunner. No one can deny that. So they announced some game called Trevor Saves the Universe. Just less said about that, the better. They showed Kingdom Hearts, but this was the Pirates of the Caribbean themed trailer they showed. Still, like, I'm not going to go on about Kingdom Hearts. It looks amazing, so yeah. Then we got the game that everyone wants, Death Stranding. I still don't have a clue what's going on with Death Stranding, what it's supposed to be, but oh my god, it looks amazing. I want to play this game. I think everyone does at this point. Like, I'm intrigued about what's going on. That's what I'm more like. I want to see this story. We actually got the gameplay this time, like proper gameplay. So yeah. Also, Dark Souls reference in Borderlands. My friend showed me that, which I couldn't believe. But anyway, Death Stranding looks amazing. Utterly one of the best games of the show as well, of course. Out of nowhere, now this annoyed me, they announced Neo 2. Neo, why so quickly when the last one came out a year ago, and its DLC was released months ago. That sounds a bit, like cut content there. Hopefully they don't. Oh, it's going to be good. I mean, I loved Neo 1. Hence, if you watched my Game of the Year video, how high it was. But I think it was it could have waited a year to be announced. That's what I think. So, moving on, we get to the game that everyone's talking about, Spider-Man. Looks amazing, but there's just one problem. Everyone's forgetting this is done by Insomniac Games, and I don't trust Insomniac Games. The last good game they made was Resistance 3, which was in 2011. Every Ratchet & Clank they've made after that, definitely including the remaster of 1, was shit. Fuse, less said about that the better, and Sunset Overdrive was ugh. But anyway, it looks amazing, but as I said, it's Insomniac. So they closed the show with a From Software game, which we were all hyped for, and then it's announced it's a bloody VR game. Wow. So not interested in that at all. I think it's called Denise, something like that there. I'm not pronouncing it properly, but yeah, that's what was shown. And also Days Gone was shown behind closed doors. If you go online and see the footage, you actually can see it, and oh my god, it looks generic and horrendous in my eyes. But overall, Sony had a good E3. Very boring conference though, but a good E3. Definitely, as I said, the Ghost of Tsushima was the highlight for them, followed by Resident Evil and Death Stranding. Overall, I'd give Sony a 9 out of 10, but the conference was boring. So let's get to the last one, Microsoft. So, here we get to the last one, Microsoft. We'll skip in and I'll explain what I thought after. So we start off with a trailer to the new Halo. I knew they were going to show Halo. If they didn't, it would have been really, really bad for them. It's called Halo Infinite, Halo 6. Looks amazing, getting a lot of Halo 1 vibe off that, and really happy about that. Moving on, the new RE game, I don't know its full name. I'm going to have a look here. I know it's a sequel to the Blind Forest game. Trying to get the name up here. God, I hate GameStop and how many adverts they have. So the game looks... here it is. RE of the Wisp, is it? I can't see because it's GameSpot's great thing, but it's the new RE game. I can't give the full name because I'm watching the video. It looks amazing. Graphically looks absolutely beautiful for a platformer like that. Really good. Another good looking exclusive they've got. So after that, they showed a complete shocker to us all, the new From Software game, which looks incredible. It's called Sakura Shadows Die Twice. I was getting Ninja Gaiden vibes off it, and I was like, damn, this is an amazing looking game. I don't think it's exclusive. I think it is multi-plat. It's published by Activision though, unfortunately. But 3 games in a row, that was amazing in my eyes. We saw Fallout 76. I've said what I've said about that. It looks like shit. Then they showed that Captain game, the little kid. I've said about that. I'll move on. So then they showed Crackdown 3's trailer, which has Terry Crews voicing the main character. And I don't care for Crackdown. I really don't. But it was shown. I don't like the look of it, but other people may, so yeah, moving on, guys. So then we got Metro Exodus. Exodus, sorry, Exodus. About a Yu-Gi-Oh there. Metro Exodus trailer, proper one this time with actual gameplay. Day one for me. Oh my god, looks amazing. Both games before that were amazing, so yeah, it looks incredible. Moving on. Then they showed Kingdom Hearts. They got the Frozen trailer. Once again, I've said what I've said about Kingdom Hearts, but yeah, Frozen. Then they announced Sea of Thieves DLC. I'm not really interested. Sorry, but that's just me. So, moving on. This, I believe, is... Yep. They showed Forza. Oh my god. Forza looks incredible. Yes, I was a bit, bamboozled that it's set in the UK, as opposed to everyone was speculating, Japan or Africa. But oh my god, the game looks stunning. Day one purchase for me. Horizon series is amazing. And by the way, a lot of people haven't been talking about this, but if you buy it, you actually get Forza 4 digitally free with it. So you get the best Forza game ever made with it. So that's a fucking bonus. They showed gameplay of it too, by the way. So go and look that up, guys, if you want to see. They showed that that indie game. What's it called? We Happy Few. That actually looks really good. I actually might buy it for the Xbox or Steam. I think Steam's getting it as well. But it looks really good. So then they announced Tales of Vesperia Remastered. I knew this was coming due to a friend of mine telling me that it was coming. This is also going to be on PlayStation and PC, but they got to show it on their store, on their show. Sorry. Holy shit! Amazing. Can't wait for that. Then they showed the first footage of The Division. As I've stated, I've gone on about it in the Ubisoft one, so yeah, but they got to show Division off first before Ubisoft. Bit weird that they'd let them do that, but you know what I mean. Skipping in here. They talked about different shit, like, the Game Pass. I don't give two shits about that. I'm talking about game here, guys. They showed a whole bunch of, different indie games. I'm not going to go on about them because it'll take too long, but if that's what you're into, all well and good, guys. They showed the Tomb Raider game. I've said what I've said about that. Looks like shit. Moving on. Then they showed the, I believe... Hold on, just trying to skip in here. That's Divinity Original Sin too. I think that's what that was. Yes, I think it. Yeah, I think it is. God, it's so sorry about this, guys. Bloody. I've got the whole thing up, trying to get this, done. And also the video is going to be overlapped because I ran out of footage. Sorry. So yeah. Oh no, it's Black Desert. Sorry. Why'd I come off with the Divisional Sin? Sorry. That was my bad. Sorry, guys. Next, we got the best game of the whole entire E3 conference of all companies. This is why I said Capcom won. Devil May Cry 5. Oh my god. It looks stunning. The song in the background is so good. I actually went and downloaded it. It's that good. It's bringing back Nero, my favorite character from the series. It just best game of the entire show. And when I saw it, I was like, wow. Capcom won E3 with 2 games. But oh my god. Yeah. Sorry, I'll move on. Next, they announced a new playable character and content for Cuphead. Didn't show us any gameplay, but that's cool to know that they're going to continue supporting Cuphead, because I mean Cuphead's a great game. Then they showed a Shonen Jump fighting game. I think it's called Jump. It showed Goku, Luffy, and all that there, Naruto fighting. And honestly, I'll buy it because of the giant weeb I am. But what I saw from the gameplay behind closed doors, which you can go and see, guys, it looks nah. Jump Force, that's what it's called. But yeah, there was that. Then we got what I believe to be the second best game of E3, Dying Light 2. We knew this was coming, but oh my god, looks stunning. I think Last of Us. I think Dying Light was one of the most underrated games of this generation, the first one, and I'm really looking forward to the second one because it looks really good the way they've implemented, you know, choices in the world and that there. Go and check that out, guys, because it's words don't give it, you know, justice. So up next, they went on. Devil's favorite reveal of the show, a new Battletoads. That was out of nowhere, but holy shit, they didn't show any footage, but yeah, that's going to be really interesting to see more of. They got to show Just Cause 4. Yes, Square Enix showed it when they did their show. I've said what I've said about Just Cause. It looks really good. Then they trolled the audience with the Gears of War pops, and then they actually showed a Gears of War game. Am I the only one that thinks the new Gears of War game doesn't look like Gears of War anymore? I actually think it's the worst exclusive that was shown by Microsoft at the show. Really disappointed with that. And then they ended the show with a bang. The Cyberpunk trailer, or Cyberpunk 2077, I think it's called. They showed the trailer to it, and, well, it says it's in game. I want to see gameplay to it, because obviously we've only seen, you know, trailers and that there. But oh my god, the world looks amazing. I'm really intrigued with this as well. So yeah, that was everything Microsoft shown at their E3. In my opinion, now don't cry, they won E3. They won a belter at E3. Yes, Sony had some good games, but Microsoft did what they needed to do. They delivered the games. Whether they be multi-plats and a bit of exclusives, they delivered. Remember, they showed the games off on their, you know, stage, like, as I said, Devil May Cry. Yeah, utterly fantastic. I would give them a 9 out of 10 as well, because of Gears of War being a shit, and they showed Fallout. Hence, it drops in the thing. But yeah, Microsoft won E3 in this year, to me, in my opinion, as well. Now, I'm not going to do, you know, who was missing, what was missing, because no point. I've said when my predictions and that there. But overall, that was E3. What did I think of E3 itself? I thought E3 was shit. I really did. I thought, like, apart from a few games, it was really bad. As I said, Microsoft was the best, followed by Sony. They were the two. And the two worst were EA, Nintendo, and Bethesda kind of drew with Nintendo there. But, yeah. That's everything, guys. So, don't be nasty. Let me know in the comments why you agree or probably disagree. But, yeah, that's everything that I remember, and I'm probably missing something, but, yeah. Anyhow, thank you for watching, guys. This is Private Mittens. Take care, and see you later. Bye.